everyone, I'm back with another video, and this is going to be the start, the opener for a series I'm hoping to do this year, or I guess next year, because today is the December 31st, on organizing my room. So I have some organizational goals in my room. Some of them I've kind of half started, some I've been wanting to do and just haven't done, and others, I organize stuff, but it's not working for me, so I need to kind of tweak it a bit. So I'll just go through the goals, and I might not do them in this order, but these are the ones I would like to work on in this coming year, and hopefully I can get a lot of them done in January, which would be lovely, and then I can move on to other things. So the first one I've got written down is dye storage, and I won't show you any of the things that I've done so far. I'll show you those things when I do the actual video on it. But for my dye storage, I used to just keep my dyes in the regular little plastic envelopes that they came in from Sizzix or whatever, and I just found them never knew what I had, and some of those dyes have multiple dyes in them, and it was hard to see what there was. You're kind of shaking the envelope to see what was in there. And I've seen lots of people do the magnetic sheets and the Avery Elle system, and I decided to do that, and I'm probably about 3/4 done. But I bought a crap load of dyes from AliExpress, and half of them are on magnet sheets and the other half aren't. And then I have a handful of other dyes that I've bought in this past year that I just haven't been able to get on magnetic sheets. So I need to go, for that one, I need to go to Home Depot and buy a bunch more of those vent covers. And I have lots of the pockets, and I need to make a few more folders, like to separate the different dyes. And so that's one of my goals, is to finish that. The second goal is punch storage. I have a lot of punches. I have the towel racks from IKEA for the ones that I use the most set up in my room, and I really do like that storage. And then the rest are in drawers. But the trouble is remembering what I have. So I want to set up some sort of system that I can go to as a referral to see what I have, and to take with me when I go shopping. Like a couple times a year I go to events where there's lots of different stores to shop from. And sometimes I'll see a punch there, and it's like, okay, do I have that punch? Do I have that size of circle or that size of star? And so I would like something that I can take with me, that is portable, that I can take with me and refer to it. And same with when I go to the States. I go to Hobby Lobby and Joann's, and sometimes I see a punch there, and it's like, oh, I think I have that, but I'm not sure. So, and on that same point of conversation, I would like to eventually, and maybe I should put that down as an organizational goal, is have some sort of database for a lot of my things. So maybe I will put that down, and maybe that's something I can do videos on, is like a database for my supplies. Because I'm sure, like the rest of you, I'm sure I'm no different than the rest of you in that, I have sprays, I have paints, ink colors, dye sets, what have you, paper pads, paper collections. And you go to a store and you think, oh, that looks so familiar. Is it familiar because I have it, or is it familiar because I've wanted it and it's been on a bucket list and I don't have it? Now, obviously you can't catalog everything you have in your room, but there are certain things that it's really hard to remember. Say enamel dots. Okay, I might have 20 different packs of enamel dots, but do I have black enamel dots? Do I need black enamel dots? Things like that. So I'd kind of like to, have a little catalog of, say all your Tim Holtz, if you're into Tim Holtz, your Tim Holtz inks or sprays, which ones am I missing, which ones do I have. So that is a goal that I'm gonna add to that. So my next one is ribbon and lace twine storage. So I have two different ways of storing that. I have a dress form for my loose ribbons and laces that I just buy off the spool at different stores or have been gifted to me, and then I have rolls of ribbon and lace and twine, and I've kind of ran out of room for those ones, so I've bought some more containers for that. So I'll do a video on how I'm organizing that. Embellishments, I have those tall Alex drawers, the narrow ones. I was going to say narrower, but that's not really a word. And I have them labeled, and it's worked pretty good, but I've outgrown some of the drawers that I've got for different supplies, so I need to switch those around and, you know, maybe kind of freshen them up a bit. Raskog's other carts, and then in brackets I have mixed media. So I've got 1, 2, 3, I have 4 Raskogs in my room, which are from IKEA. And then I bought 2 other types of carts, one at Target this past summer, and then one just last week at HomeSense. And they're both empty, of course, because, you know, I buy lots of organizational things, and then I end up, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I buy it at the time thinking it's a great idea. But with those 2 taller carts that are similar to Raskog and that they're on wheels but they're narrow, I want to move some stuff around, including my mixed media, because it's just kind of outgrowing the space. So I hope to do a video on that, and, you know, maybe give you guys some tips, and I don't know, maybe you guys can give me some tips too. Stamps. I have my stamps pretty organized as far as categories and where they are. Like all my Stampin' Up! Ones are on the wall on shelves. I've separated like travel by itself, Project Life type ones, journaling type ones, but I'd kind of like to, a mixed media on its own, I'd like to start putting some of those collections, not the Stampin' Up! Ones because they come in their cases, but the ones that come in the clear bags, I'd like to put those in the Avery Elle pockets as well for some of them, because I just think I would use them more. It's kind of a pain in the butt to kind of, you know, you try to get that bag open, you know, with the sticky stuff on the back, and then you try not to rip the bag, and the stamps get stuck on the sticky stuff as you're trying to get it back into the bag, and it's just hard to see them. So I would like to do something like that. As far as cataloging my stamps, there's no way I would stamp out all my stamps. My gosh, I have like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stamp sets. But, you know, and then a lot of people put them on, is it Evernote or whatever, but I don't know if I would do that. It's a lot of work. I just don't know if I would use that. But, so yeah, as far as stamps, just kind of tidy them up a bit, you know, get them a little bit more organized, and maybe, you know, try and get some of the collections in the Avery Elle pockets. Tools adhesive on my work table. I did have one of those wooden spinny things from Michaels, and I got rid of it because, and I'm kind of regretting it, but not really. I just found that the pockets, the compartments in each one were so deep that things were getting lost in there, and, you know, it was hard to see what there was. So I got some different kind of things to put on my desk, but it's getting a little sloppy looking, and so I just need to tweak that a bit. So if anyone has any ideas on what they use to organize their adhesive and their tools, just put a comment below. And then, yeah, the last one that I added, the database for my supplies. So I'm hoping this is going to be a series, and that, you know, I can give you guys some pointers. You can maybe give me some pointers, and we'll go from there. So look for those videos in the next month or so. So thanks everyone for watching. Have an awesome day.